I was in good health, so I got ready and went downstairs to the restaurant. I finished eating quickly and got to work. The rainy season had started, so the number of couples who came to the hotel was more. The couple has to manage separately in the hotel. I was engaged in these things. On one side, the work of color and furniture was going on, and on the other hand, the number of visitors also started increasing. I was stuck in all of this. Right now I was struggling with this problem. Then it started to rain again. My problem was that in the rain, the color and furniture can't work properly. So I had to ask Rohan and Armand to leave the job midway. This season, they could not even work anywhere else, so they were both staying in the hotel with me. Now they were both ready to eat my mind all day. They both should just get a chance. Both Armand and Rohan started teasing me. Both of them started talking about our college days and slowly started opening up everything that I was very irritated with. In college, there was a teacher of math whose name was Monica. Not Monica, her name should be Menka. Whenever I went in front of her by mistake, she would fall behind and her movements would also be such that any boy would get caught in her affair. To avoid there, I excused Papa's phone. I came to my room on the phone. After talking for 15 minutes, I hung up the phone. My family and friends wanted me to get out of my memories. But it wasn't all easy for me. In the afternoon, I was sitting in my room. I haven't spoken much to Ambika yet. But I felt like I knew her well. As soon as I got the mention of Ambika, I picked up the phone and started looking at the message. There was Ambika's message, "Hello, friend." Her message was completely different. It felt like something different had happened. I took a deep breath and replied to her. She asked me how I was. I told her I am fine. Then she talked to me about the blog. But there was something else going on in my mind. So after stopping for a while, I messaged her to send another picture. I was thinking that she would ask me why I needed her picture again. And what I thought happened. Her reply came, "Why?" I didn't even have the answer to why, so what would I answer? So for a while I didn't send any messages. She knew I had no answer to that why. Then came her message that said, "I am sending it." As I read her message, a smile ran across my face. In response, I wrote okay and waited. Soon, she sent a picture of herself, in which she was wearing a navy blue salwar suit and was wearing a bright red dupatta with it. After seeing it, once again I told her that she looked so cute. After seeing these messages, there might have been a smile on her face. Maybe that's why she replied that it's not going to be too much. The rain began to intensify and was constantly increasing. I had to face both of them too. After dinner was over, I, Armand and Rohan, all three of us were sitting in my room. Both of them didn't have a break from their game, so I sat down with a book. I knew both of them very well that they wouldn't let me read the book. Yet I took courage and read 2 to 3 pages of the book. After seeing the face of the book, Armand remembered an anecdote from our college days. He immediately stood up and sat down in front of me, snatching the book from my hand. "You remember, in college days, that cafe, and that girl and Rohan in the cafe." On hearing this, Rohan placed the phone on the side and ran to Armand and closed his mouth with his hands. Because the story of Rohan and the girl with the cafe was very interesting. I laughed when I heard the name. That was something that made Rohan very annoying. That was the case too. For the whole 5 years, the girl had put a stick in Rohan's pocket. Love is something in which no one understands what is wrong and what is right. Rohan fell in love with the girl Radhika for 5 years. Rohan's mouth turned red with anger as soon as he heard Radhika's name. Rohan shouted, "Get away from here. I don't want to talk to you guys, you're both very dirty. When you look, you make fun of me. Now she's married, she's got 2 children." When we heard this, we both laughed. Rohan was angry for a while. But then he laughed too. They were both on their phones again. Once again, I picked up the book and read it. I didn't feel like reading the book anymore. So I picked up my phone and watched the blog. The truth was, I had to see if Ambika was online or not. My hope was dashed. Because she wasn't online. So put the phone on the side and read the book. If there was a love story, then there was also more interest in reading. In truth, writers write the story in such a way that the reader is completely lost in it. My situation was the same. While reading the book, it was 12 p.m. Rohan and Armand were asleep. As soon as the book was complete, I fell asleep too. The characters of the story were roaming in my mind all night.